Ow. Work boots, wrong choice. Welcome to the shop. I'm Jared, and this is a parking lot. Also the questionable garage. This is our friend Travis Bell. You've been asking about his truck in the background, and you have a Ferrari, I have an S10. I want to race it.
Well, why wouldn't you, of course? Like Jared said, this is the thing that's been lurking around the back of the shop. It is the 1984 or 5, I don't remember, Toyota SR5, and everybody calls it the Truckstarossa. This was a one-off, built with real Ferrari parts. The front bumper cover is in Indianapolis, but Jared, with all my dustiness, swears that his electric truck can beat my Ferrari truck.
But if you remember, the last time Robert Dunn and I built a battery pack, we were stuck in turtle mode with a broken charger, so we have some work to do before we get them here in the parking lot. So let's cut to your arrival with a whole lot of battery chargers.
I brought you toys. Are you ready? Like, really?
So everyone remembered in the S10 video, Keith Dillman made a comment and was like, I've got a scanner and chargers if you'd like. And we thought we had some working. We've got our friend Adam in there. He had one that was ready to come down and work, but Keith's like, hey, I've got some. I think some work, some might not. We were discussing how many we should bring down.
We literally have brought down every remaining charger, and actually there's one from down here from your home, like electric company, I guess.
Yeah, there's a Southern Company one, which was originally down here, which is probably the one that will stay if it works.
Sure.
We've got Adams that beeped and made noises.
Adams' beeps and make noises is here. So literally at this point, the Georgia or Carolina Scrot or whatever you guys do down here, we did that all the way down here. So there's a ton of chargers, and one of them has to make this work.
It has to work. We've got 3 of the Gen 1 chargers, mine that doesn't work, one from Ken, one from Adam to try. These are the Gen 2 style, including one on a stand that was originally down here in the South. Southern Company. And it's got the right plug to go into my adapter, so I feel like that's the one we try first to make the truck happy.
Yeah. And then tech to it, let's see what's up.
Also, Rob's here. Rob's my powder coater. He hand-delivered KA coatings from Florida.
Yeah.
So you got
short little drive
Florida, Indiana, Ohio.
Yep. And Florida.
Yeah, just a little bit of everywhere. I think it's all ready. We hit a bunch of buttons. And yours did a lot of silly stuff till you unplugged it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Whoa.
It works.
Hours complete. Charge delay.
Oh, so yeah,
0. Yeah, state of charge going there.
we got one little LED out, but who cares?
Is it ready to receive?
Yeah, we're good. We're clean.
All right.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you can hear
Contactors
it.
just
It says
hit.
Standby. It's in standby mode.
You can hear the contactors.
There it goes. There goes. Jared. Look.
It's charging. It's charging.
It's alive.
Let's do it. Go.
Well, it's only 21 hours to complete.
Yes.
To the enthusiasts that know, this is the 5th driving truck that's known of the 40 remaining to exist.
So what you just did is put it in and get it charging for the first time in
20 years? Probably, yeah.
And all the equipment now talks to each other. So now we need the Tech 2 to get it out of Turtle.
Yep. So the way the state of charge indicator works in a lot of the stuff is dumb in the sense that even though it was all brand new batteries at full capacity, full voltages, it's a timer count based on how long it's plugged in.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you hear the fans just kick on? It doesn't need to. I might actually put the fan to go, but you hear it running the blower to condition the batteries.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Dude, this thing has been waiting to charge something for 20 years.
The charger and the truck have all just been like waiting to come back to life. People have reached out that drove this truck on the base.
Sure.
And from the best we can gather, there's enough people agreeing with this story that basically someone retired off the base but would still come back on and tinker with the truck. And they figured some way that they got it to him and gave it to him as like the internal retirement gift.
Sure.
Quit coming back to the base. It's yours. And then he passed away. His daughter posted it, initially 8,000. No one knew, and everyone was ripping her apart. It's like, oh, it's just a stupid S10. What do you want 8,000 for?
Sure, sure.
Right.
And I was looking at it, I'm like, I have no clue. So, tons of digging. Like, 9 years ago, someone sold one that worked for $2,500. That kind of worked. So I threw that number off, and we went from 8,000 and settled on 3,500. And
So now with
Yeah.
with the help of everybody, so you have the first charger out of the gate,
Works.
woke up everything in the back, all your wiring is correct, and
it's gone down the road at 24 miles an hour now. So I don't know, another one of the other 5 working trucks. Billy's got running on lithium inside the stock with Fuller things. Different approach than me. I think he's estimating about 115 miles of it. And if this can accelerate as quick as his, you have no hope or prayer. Like, it's amazing
dude, I
how
saw
fast.
I saw the video with you and editor
Dwight,
and then
Yeah.
you're like, you
Yeah, I
guys
saw it too. I was like,
and I'm like, you guys could walk faster. And you're like,
No, when
I
these
know
things
the Toyota's
work,
a little slow, but I could have.
the line of traffic behind.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what's our next step? Like real world, what do we do now?
so hopefully that Tech 2, I can clear it. And I figure we'll let it run a little bit, because I did run these batteries some, so we'll let it run a little bit, and then I'll take Adam out for the first ride, because no offense, Rob, he is the biggest EV
I'm a fanboy.
nerd of us.
Yeah, a
The
bit of a
EV1.
fanboy. EV1.
Basically,
Well, and
Travis
what-
said, hey, I'm coming this weekend to bring Adam to drive your truck.
You get a little bit of goosebumps because it's like this stuff isn't supposed to work. It's not supposed
It's
to
not
even
supposed to exist. It's supposed to be crushed and destroyed and whatever else.
There's all these stories and conspiracies about all this electric stuff from the 90s, and to have it just work is
And even
awesome,
the documentary, The Death of the Electric Car, and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then they crush all the EV1s. That's basically a detuned
Basically the same thing.
EV1.
Yeah.
So
And the only reason any of these survived was they sold some of them privately.
yeah.
Because
All
all
the
the
EV1s were
EV1s were leases.
Yeah.
And technically, other than like your school that has one,
Yeah.
the 1 or 2 supposedly operational in private hands, legally GM can show up and take them and crush them.
GM
because,
still owns the ones that are at the schools.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola has one, the director, Hollywood director, and there's one at the Smithsonian,
What at
Yeah.
the Peterson?
Peterson. I don't
Yeah.
think it has batteries in
Doesn't
it.
have
but-
any batteries in it.
And then GM supposedly has a few of them as well that still run.
So, all right, well,
That's it.
we're off to the Tech 2. I can't believe that thing just woke up.
Like, it was
A first
perfect.
try, I
Like,
can't believe it.
all right, of all of them.
All of them.
Is that the only one with the plug? I guess that
Well, I
one.
think there's, that one has a
That
plug.
one's kind of got a sketchy plug, but yeah.
Yeah.
Reset state of charge. Run mode. Oh, we need to disconnect the charger. It's funny, the regen was kicked way over. Like, you could tell it was charging. Nope, it crashes too, like the other one. Interesting. So this does the same crash when I try to reset the state of charge. So we may just have to plug it in and let it do its thing. So after having that scan tool crash too, we started hearing a lot of really weird noises, and we came up front and realized it's just doing what it's supposed to. The engine cooling fans came on. It's running the extra water pump to cool the charger. That charger's making different. We may have a fire here in a minute, but right now we're still excited because we think it's all positive things.
Stand near that.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
But like the battery case fans turned off at one point. Now the electric cooling fans and coolant fans, Rob's got the extent. We're gonna need more than that one, I think.
Hey, it's just near me right now, so we're good.
Now the big blower's on again.
I mean, it's doing what it's.
Yeah, it's cycling through and doing all the things I think it's supposed to do. It still says 21 hours. We're gonna let it go for a bit and
Yeah, let's let
hopefully,
it go for at least an hour and then see if the time takes down.
yeah, see if something happens. So we're just gonna kind of hang out because I needed out of turtle mode to win my race.
Yeah, right.
Look at this.
Oh, what? No.
Look at the decal move. Like the thing, all the cobwebs are moving and stuff. Like this thing is genuinely cooling things off.
I smell the deck school. said.
I just think it's,
Yeah.
it's just kind of slowly waking
It's
up.
probably it's deck's cool finally warming up.
You can tell it's doing something. So it's been charging, it's been plugged into a charger 15,558 hours in its life.
648 days.
600.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
So
Plugged in for 648
What is it? 88 miles.
that's what I'm trying
Roughly 2 years-ish.
to extended relative. That's what I'm trying to figure
If
out.
you hit 88 miles, it'll go back in time.
Yeah, that's a self recharge.
Oh, I'm so stupid. You have a time machine, Jared. I don't know if it's fixed or not, but we suddenly were spinning tires. Adam's holding the cell phone. It's incredibly late at night. I have no clue what's different or not. Oh, I feel like it might be back in the turtle. It's slowed
Think
down
so?
a little. We'll see here in a second. Let's see. I think, I don't know.
It feels like it's got some oomph to it.
No,
We're in turtle.
she's back to turtle. This is flat out.
That's unfortunate.
Something is not communicating between the charger and the rest of everything.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk to everything. But, all right, well, it's not going to be an exciting drive, but you can drive it back into the bay door.
Okay.
It immediately went back into turtle.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
It's suddenly thinking the truck is full. Is it finally going to be out of limp mode? Don't tell Travis.
I think it's gonna smoke the Ferrari truck.
It's very likely.
Yeah.
But, you know, we may have plans for that.
That's possible. It's possible.
So the chargers work,
Yes.
but it appears I might have a bad computer module. We're trying to figure it out, but you only have a couple days down here, and we do have an engine to put in this truck. We just happen to have everything we need to put a 1UZ in this.
So now we've come up with the completely horrible idea of having a Le Mans style start and then watching two
Tall, overweight,
6
out of
foot-
shape guys.
The last time I ran, I was running with someone's television, and it was when the TVs were big.
All right,
So it's been a while.
If we pan across our parking lot,
That's not only the starting line, that's the finish line.
that's the finish line, because I can only go 20-ish miles an hour after about 30 seconds. So,
But you also have to remember, I have to get in something with no doors or no door handles, get it started, and get it in gear. And remember, this has the same tires as a Lamborghini Countach, and we're moving them with
so you're having no wheel spin at all.
no.
This is going to be the saddest race ever.
Yes. If you,
Us running
yes.
the wrong kind of Baywatch slow-mo.
And remember, James May said he'd never run on camera, and I'm probably that guy too. So,
you might
at least you brought the right shoes.
I've got my Brunt work boots. So yeah, again, the big reason is we wanted him to lose, and we're going to do the V8 swap.
We're in limp mode, and we have a 98 horsepower Toyota engine. We're going to remedy the Toyota engine with the master mechanic himself, everybody's mechanic, Jared. And we are going to then give this a little bit more up, but currently it's probably has about the same horsepower as you do right now.
So, all right, well, we'll reset all of our cameras and hit record and make absolute fools of ourselves so we can then tear this thing apart and get to work. Whatever you feel like. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Ow. Work boots, wrong choice. Slow trot. Ow. Injured? A little bit. Come on, truck. Come on. Ow. Ow. I say we do one more with a slightly smaller fall.
Yeah, I think we need to do one.
Tim, are you all right?
Just a couple cuts, I'll be fine.
All right. I don't like when my friends get hurt.
All right. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
It's a race. Reminding myself how out of shape I am.
You got smoked.
She didn't have any umpies.
No.
None.
So
I don't even think I won the foot race.
the truck's no longer in limp mode.
Really?
Right before we pulled out of the shop, the Charger was like charge complete.
Yeah. That should be
We hit
breaking
almost-
news.
We were almost 40 across the parking lot there.
Okay.
All right, well now that we're done making fools of ourselves,
And I realize how terribly out of shape I am.
we're
Yeah.
going to go get some water and laugh at me falling on my face and get this thing torn apart so we can make it sound cool.
That thing was moving. We weren't. You did win you won the foot race. All right. Fat guys are leaving.
I can't believe it's alive. After all that, all it needed was plugged in.
For a really long time, and then
Yeah.
we're already going faster. No, not steering wheel cam. There we go.
And it's smooth, like it's alive again. Like,
I am
can you believe it?
the O'Reilly Superstart powered S10 is alive and going down the road.
Yeah, when I load and unload the batteries.
85, 84 Toyota SR5 22R
One of one
versus your one of none electric S10.
with 26 Super Start from O'Reilly's.
Don't roll it.
That'd be shocking. Hey Travis, don't leave it in reverse.
Note to self. I thought we just talked about that.
That was pretty close.